morning, my loves. Welcome to another vlog. Now, if you are new here, my name is Hayley and I'm a first-time mum to a little baby boy called Oliver, who is currently 13 months old. And if you haven't seen already, I am also due to have baby number 2 in August of this year. So if you are new, welcome, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. Now, in today's vlog, it's going to be quite a busy one actually, because I was thinking Mike is working from home today and it's the most beautiful day. So I thought me and Oliver could pop out. We're going to pop out to our local town centre because there's a few bits that I need to buy. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. Oh, here he comes. You might be able to hear Miss Rachel in the background, guys. Please don't judge me. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that keeps him mildly quiet while I'm trying to vlog. But anyway, so as I said, we're going to pop into town because I need to get a few things. And then I was thinking I might pop over to the range because there's a few bits that I have seen online that I'm like, oh, that looks quite nice, and I haven't been over there for a while. And then I've also got a pretty little thing package coming and being delivered this morning, well, this afternoon, this morning. So what I thought is I could show you some of those bits when we get back later. But first of all, I thought it might be a good idea to go through some of the symptoms that I've had during my first trimester. So I am currently 15 weeks pregnant now, guys. Where's the time gone? I have no idea, but I am currently 15 weeks pregnant, and a lot of people over on my Instagram have been asking kind of what I've been feeling, how I've been feeling, what my symptoms have been, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to pop on here and just very quickly go through what I've been feeling during my first trimester and quickly get ready because this one is due a nap very, very soon. So first of all, before I even get started into the symptoms, you're probably looking at me and thinking, Hayley, why is your hair long again? And if you've seen any of my other vlogs, I have been dealing with really bad postpartum hair loss. So I had previously individual bonds for hair extensions, and I've had them for years. I absolutely love them, and they're the Beauty Works ones. They're the only ones I'll use. I absolutely love Beauty Works. And when I had my postpartum hair loss and after I had Oliver, my hairdresser was like, you need to have them taken out because your hair is obviously thinning, it's falling out, it's natural after pregnancy, but you need to have them taken out. I had them taken out, guys. I then panicked and was like, I can't deal with this short hair. It's just something about short hair on me. I don't know. I just don't feel as confident. So I have had these for years and I haven't used them for ages because, like I said, I have the individual bonds, but I'm actually wearing the clip-in hair extensions. I don't know if you can see here. So these are the clip-in hair extensions, and they are in the colour Bohemian Blonde, and they basically come in this lovely little box here. Now, I've got the double hair set clip-in hair extensions, like I said, in Bohemian Blonde, and when I'm just feeling a bit, especially now I'm pregnant, puffy in the face, I just pop my hair extensions in and I just feel like a whole new person, guys. So first of all, I just wanted to tell you that. Now I'm going to get on to kind of my signs and symptoms, and before I start putting my makeup on, I also just wanted to show you my skin because this is probably one of the biggest differences I've had this pregnancy. With Oliver, I was glowing. I was all aglow. I had that lovely pregnancy glow. Guys, look at my skin. Look at my skin. It's the driest it's ever been. It's drier than the Sahara Desert. That's not even an exaggeration. It's so dry, I can't even tell you. And just the acne, I've been very fortunate in my skin journey throughout my whole life. I've never suffered with bad skin ever, but this, I don't know if you can really see it here, but this is just, it's just a whole new level, guys, and it's just really challenging. So I've had to be really careful with how much makeup I wear because, like I said, it's already breaking out and I don't want to make it 10 times worse. So one of the symptoms I've had has been really bad skin. Just wanted to say that before I put the makeup on and you think, she's not got bad skin. No, guys, I'm suffering. I am suffering. I'm going to talk about the first 6 weeks, really, because obviously they are kind of the grey area, shall we say. They're the area where you're like, am I pregnant? Am I not pregnant? Can't quite take a pregnancy test, or if you do, it's not really gonna show up. And if you've seen my pregnancy reveal video, you'll know that I actually took one when I was, I think, 2 or 3 days late on my period, and it said I wasn't pregnant. And then a week later, I still hadn't come on my period, and I was like, what's going on here? So I took another one and I was pregnant. So the early ones aren't always that accurate, just saying. But the first 6 weeks then, so it was pretty much the same symptoms as a period. Only slight differences were my, sorry if I sound a bit bugged up, by the way, I've been a bit under the weather, and I'm just getting over it now. But first kind of symptoms that I really noticed was my cramping. My cramping wasn't that bad initially, so it wasn't as bad as a period cramp, but it was kind of like twinges. I was a bit like, oh, what's that? Ooh, is there something there? I think, what's going on here? And that's kind of what made me think, after I missed my period, obviously, could I be pregnant? So I was very shocked when I took a test and it said I wasn't. I was like, okay. But anyway, so very mild cramping, not as bad as period cramping, but quite mild cramping. And then boobs. My boobs, oh my goodness, they felt so full. Sorry, TMI, but it's true. They felt so full, and I was like, these are a lot more swollen than normal. Like when I had my period, they're nowhere near this kind of like full. So that was kind of a symptom that I was like, I need to take another pregnancy test. And then I started to get quite bad headaches. So especially in the evenings, I would get quite bad headaches, and I would have to literally put an eye patch over my eyes and just lie in darkness. Like literally just lie in darkness like this. And it was bliss, to be honest with you. But the headaches then started, and I have had those throughout the entirety of my first trimester. I did with Oliver, so I'm kind of used to it, but just have to drink lots of water, and I have been taking paracetamol because that's pretty much the only thing you can take when you're pregnant to try and alleviate those symptoms. So that was kind of the first 6 weeks. As I said, the missed period, the headaches, the boobs feeling bigger than normal, and the mild cramping. So not as bad as a period, but enough to go, there's something going on here, and it's not what I would normally feel. Does that make sense? So yeah, that was the first 6 weeks. I started putting this makeup on, hadn't I? So I'll be honest, guys, I normally use the Dream Radiant Liquid, which is this one here, but as you can see, we're completely out. So I'm actually going to use my, oh my nose, I'm so sorry, my Born This Way concealer, but it's multi-use sculpting concealer, and it's in the colour Almond. It's this one here, and you can just use it all over, which is what I'm pretty much going to use today. So let's go on to the nitty gritty then, symptoms that I had after my 6 weeks. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it hasn't been that smooth sailing for me, I'm not going to lie. With Oliver, as I said, I was clearly very, very lucky. I really didn't struggle that much at all, and I feel like I was very, very lucky. Now obviously it is slightly different this time because I've got a toddler. I didn't have a toddler before, but I've got a toddler that I now have to look after as well. But even with that said, I feel like my symptoms have been a lot more challenging, shall we say. So first of all, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. I don't know how I'm still married, guys. My mood swings, even to this day, have been horrendous. How Mike's put up with me, he's used to it in a way because I'm a very sensitive person. I'm quite an emotional person, so I'm kind of, I say, used to being like that. But this was a whole new level. This was at times pure rage and frustration over the tiniest things, and then I would cry, and then I'd be like, fine. bless him, he would sit there like, what is going on? What is going on? So that's something that has been very, very different for me this time round. I was a lot more, I don't want to say, no, I was. No, I just wasn't as kind of highs and lows and mood swingy. Whereas I have been such a mess this pregnancy. And as I said, I don't know how I'm still married, guys. Hello. Yeah, that has been a huge difference in this pregnancy. The mood swings. All I'm going to say is poor Mike. Now that I've put my, I say foundation, concealer slash foundation slash multi-purpose use makeup on, I'm now going to go in with, oh, are you helping mummy? Can I have my concealer, please? Oh, well done. Let me have it. I'm going to pop a little bit of concealer underneath the, I call them the mum bags because they've got a lot more prominence since having children. Use the Lasting Perfection concealer in Ivory 3. It's this one here. Really, really good actually. So another symptom then. Oh my goodness. When I say, I'm not even going to say the word tiredness because it wasn't or it isn't tiredness. It's pure fatigue, pure exhaustion, like to the point where I physically was like, how am I going to get out of bed and look after Oliver? Because it was so bad, and I genuinely felt like all of the energy had just been drained out of me. Like literally the life had been sucked out of me, and that's probably one of the hardest symptoms I've dealt with in this pregnancy, is the pure fatigue and exhaustion. And I think that has gone, oh, okay. I think that is because, one, I've had to look after a toddler this time, which obviously I didn't have to do last time. But also, if I'm completely honest, I don't feel like my body has completely recovered from Oliver. They say it takes 2 years for your body to kind of get back to how it was before. And so I think my body was just a bit like, here we go again. And it's just taken a bit more of a toll. And also, I'm like a year and a half, nearly 2 years older this time. So it's probably not going to help the situation either. I'm definitely not a spring chicken anymore, guys. So yeah, I really struggled. What kind of helped that situation, shall we say, is that I've been struggling with insomnia, pregnancy insomnia, and apparently it's to do with your hormones. So not only have I not been sleeping very well, obviously I've been back to work full time, and we have Oliver, our little toddler, so it's just been very full on, and it's something that I just didn't really anticipate, I'm not gonna lie, when getting pregnant the second time and having 2 under 2. But the exhaustion has just been, it's just been really difficult, and I've probably been in bed every night before before 7:30, because I can't, once Oliver goes down, I have to go to bed because I can't physically do anything else. I'm so drained and tired. So yeah, that's been quite challenging as well. Oh my goodness, the next one, guys. Again, this might be TMI, but do you know what? We're talking about pregnancy. There's no TMI. It's just, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? My skin has been so itchy. Oh my goodness, it's like somebody has put itching powder all over my skin. Like literally got itching powder and just gone all over, literally, like my boobs, my belly, my back, like my hips. The only thing that doesn't itch is my legs, which is very bizarre. I'm kind of glad about, but it's been horrendous. I never had that with Oliver, never ever had that with Oliver, and it's been so bad. I have been moisturising every morning and every night, but it's not touched the surface, guys. It really hasn't touched the surface, and poor Mike has had to scratch my back like constantly all night because I'm in so much, I don't want to say pain, just uncomfortableness. And he's like, Hayley, I'm gonna make your skin bleed in a second, and I'm like, I don't care, just keep scratching, I can't bear this. So that has been a symptom that I was not prepared for. And as I said, I have been moisturising, I have been, you know, putting on my baby oil on my bump, but it's been so bad, and I don't really know where it's come from. Like, I genuinely have no idea. Apparently it's hormonal again, as you do, you Google everything, don't you? But apparently it is hormonal. But I, again, never suffered with this before with my first pregnancy, and it's just caught me off guard, guys, I'm not gonna lie. And it's just a symptom that I'd never really heard of people struggling with before. So yeah, a bit of a random one, that one. But even now, even to this day, I am struggling so bad with it, and it's so uncomfortable. Like I said, skin, oh, it's just been horrendous, and just not something that I was kind of prepared for, you know. But I'm just going to keep moisturising, and hopefully it will start to, hopefully it'll start to settle down soon. That's what I'm hoping anyway. But yeah, it's been really difficult. And I think Mike's getting fed up with scratching my back as well, because it's literally for ages. Something else that I didn't have with Oliver that I was quite scared by, actually, and that was heart palpitations. I can literally feel my heart like skipping a beat. It's really quite unnerving sometimes, and it has seemed to ease off a bit, but it was something that I was really worried about kind of in the beginning of pregnancy, because like I said, I'd never really experienced that before ever, but also during pregnancy. So I was like, is this normal? I'm not really sure. It was worse at night, and obviously at night when you're, I say, relaxing, trying to go to sleep, and you can kind of feel your heart beating out of your chest, you're like, do I need to phone someone about this? So that was something that I kind of wasn't really prepared for. Quickly, guys, so I've just gone in with a little bit of contouring. I'm going to use that term very loosely, but I use the Rimmel Radiance Brick in medium number 2. I don't know if you can see that, but this one here, and I've literally just gone over it with my forehead, my cheeks, and on my nose to give me a little bit of cinch, because the face is getting a bit wide now, guys. The face is getting a little bit wider. The last kind of symptom that I've really struggled with and was actually quite difficult to go through was, I mentioned earlier about cramping, and after the 6 weeks, cramping started to get really, really bad, to the point where it was excruciatingly painful. Now, if you haven't seen my trying to conceive journey, you'll know that I actually suffered 2 miscarriages before having Oliver. It kind of felt quite similar to that. To be honest, the cramping got significantly worse, and we ended up phoning the hospital, and I did have to go to have an early scan at 8 weeks, and thankfully everything was okay. Like, oh, you coming back in? Like, it was like a tadpole. Oh my goodness, it was like a tadpole. It was tiny. When I say I couldn't walk, guys, I could not walk. It was just so unbelievably painful and really quite scary. I only thought that it was gonna turn out how it may have done previously. But thankfully, thank goodness, it didn't, and we are doing okay today. But I would say if you are pregnant and you're ever concerned about anything like that, just phone the hospital or speak to, I think I'd had a midwife appointment. Yeah, I'd had a midwife appointment at that point, but I couldn't actually get hold of her then. I just phoned the hospital, got me straight in, and they were amazing, to be fair. So yeah, the first 12 weeks have been challenging, shall we say. Oh, just very quickly, I'm really bad at these it's not really a get ready with me, is it? Let's be honest, I'm just getting ready and chatting to you. But for the little highlight on my nose, I use the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Mega Glow. It's so old, guys, but it's this one here, and it's just really easy and simple. I'm just going to go in now actually with my mascara, and I use the MAC 3D mascara. But yeah, the first 12 weeks for me, probably even longer than that, to be honest. The first kind of 14 weeks for me have been really difficult. It's only been this past week, like I said, I'm 15 weeks now. It's only been this past week that I've started to feel a little bit more human, and then I got sick. Typical, isn't it? Typical. But yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? And I think pregnancy is always really quite scary, because you know that you're pregnant, but you don't get to see the baby until 12 weeks normally, and your body's going through so much, you're going through so much. It's just really hard sometimes to know kind of what's okay and what's not. And that's why I say, if you are not sure, just speak to someone, speak to your midwife, speak to a doctor. Whatever you need to do to put your mind at rest, do it. There is nothing more important in this world than when you are carrying a baby and you need to be 100%. Do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, you're going to worry anyway, and worrying will then cause stress, and then stress can obviously make things worse for the baby. So you might as well just speak to someone. They say every pregnancy is different, but my goodness me, this has been a whole nother level. And as I say, I know I've got a toddler this time round, so it's going to be harder, but I just think the symptoms have come in thick and fast this time. I know everyone's going to be thinking, what about morning sickness? So I, thankfully, with both my pregnancies, have never suffered with actual morning sickness. I've not been sick, but I have had with Oliver. Oh, I had nausea, really bad nausea. I'd say I had it worse with Oliver, to be fair, but I think that's because I knew how to deal with it this time round, and a lot of the time I had the nausea because I hadn't eaten enough or I hadn't drank enough. So once I'd eaten or had something to drink, I was much, much better. So I have been very fortunate in both my pregnancies. I've never suffered with actual sickness and vomiting, which is an absolute blessing, and I'm so, so grateful. You have no idea, because I actually have a phobia of being sick. So yeah, it's not great. So I'm very blessed and very fortunate that I've never actually had morning sickness, if that makes sense. So guys, that is me pretty much ready to go. I say that, oh my goodness, I now need to find something to wear. Again, I'm at that stage where my normal clothes don't fit. Not quite in maternity clothes yet, so I'm a bit in limbo with what to wear. And obviously we are coming into spring, but it's not warm enough to wear like floaty dresses yet, so I'm like, okay, I can't wear my maternity jeans, but I can't wear my normal jeans. I'm gonna have to go for leggings, I think. As I said, very quick, very simple. Actually gonna get this little one ready very, very quickly, and then we're gonna head out to do a little bit of shopping with you. are back, and as you can see, the massive pretty little thing has arrived. So I thought I would show you what I've got. Now this is a maternity haul because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm at that stage now. Oh hello, you've come to join us, have you? Only fit in leggings, and even they're becoming a bit tight and they keep kind of falling down. I thought I would do is just go through the actual haul with you. I'm going to show you what I've actually bought, and then I'm going to put on the screen what it looks like. So almost like on me versus on the hanger, if that makes sense. And then I'm actually going to physically put them on and see what they look like. Let's get this open, shall we? Oh. Here we go, she says. Of the items, I got a size 8 and I got a size 10 because it's been a while since I've bought anything from Pretty Little Thing, so I wasn't sure, especially being pregnant as well, I wasn't sure which size to get. Last time I was pregnant, I just went up a size, so that would probably mean that I would need the size 10, but anyway, I've got both just in case. So the first one that I've got is a matching kind of wrap-round cardigan and bottoms. As I said, I will pop it on the screen for you now. This is the 8. It's in an oatmeal colour, which, as you know, is very much my kind of colour. But I'll show you what it looks like. This is the kind of cardigan, the pattern on it there, and as I said, it's like an oatmeal colour. And then I've got the bottoms to match as well. These are supposed to be wide legs, so as I said, we'll see. I'm a bit concerned about is the length. I'm 5'2", so these could drown me, but we'll see. And then I also got the leggings. Also, what I'll do is I'll pop all of this down in the description box below for you, just so you can have a look at them as well yourself if you like them. But these are the maternity leggings, which look really, really short, and also the waistband on them is like really thick to obviously go over the bump. So they're definitely maternity, aren't they? Yeah, maternity stone contour rib leggings. Okay, black top and leggings that match together, and a jumpsuit, which I'm quite interested to see what that looks like. Textured short sleeve top and bottoms. I think the bottoms are supposed to be flared as well. This is the top. If you can see the texture there, but that's the top. And then more flared. They look quite nice actually, but again, I don't know about the length. They've also quite tight around the bump. Again, they don't have a very thick waistband, so that might be a no-no, but we'll see. I'll try these on now and let's see what they look like on. Okay, my lovely, so here are the maternity leggings. Someone likes these a lot. As for my bump, to be honest with you, it's not actually that bad. They are really quite comfy over them. However, these are a size 8, and obviously I'm only, what am I, 15 weeks pregnant, so I've still got a way to go. If you can see the kind of ribbed effect here. What's the matter, darling? What's the matter? What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, baby? I'm not 100% sure. I think if I was to keep these, I do like the colour, to be fair. They're not quite cream, they're more of a stone colour, but if I was to keep these, I'd probably get a size 10, just because I think these are going to become quite tight quite quickly. And as you can see, it's already kind of getting there with a bit of a bump, and I think they'd just be too restrictive around here. But not bad, to be fair, not bad for the price, and they are really comfy. I just think I'd need to go up a size. Okay guys, so this is very, very nice. So this is the black textured top and bottoms, and I'm gonna be honest, I really, really like it. It's so comfy around the bump, like really comfy around the bump, and the actual trousers are lovely too. The only thing is how long they are. Look, I literally need to get them taken up a good few inches, I think, but the actual style of the top and the bottoms is really, really nice. The only thing is, I don't know if you can hear, it's got shoulder pads in there. So I've not seen shoulder pads in a top in a very, very long time, but the actual style of the top and the bottoms is really nice. And actually, you could either wear this around the house or you could dress it up a little bit and wear it out. But yeah, I really, really like this. I think I'm going to keep this one. Be very impressed. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So this jumpsuit is literally like a cat suit. I don't know if you can see the material, but it's like really shiny and like, I don't know how to explain it, just, it's not cotton basically. And I was really thinking it's gonna be cotton. I should have looked really, but yeah, no. It's a really nice length, to be fair. Like, the actual length is perfect, which is really weird, but the actual material it's a no-go for me, guys. It's an absolute no-go. And this is a size 8, really quite tight, like around the shoulders. So again, I definitely have to size up, but yeah, this one's going to be going back for sure. Last one now, and it's this oatmeal cardigan and wide leg trouser set, which has this gorgeous pattern on it. Now again, the only problem is, look how long this is on me. I was kind of thinking this might be a really nice outfit for when we fly in a couple of months' time. And as you can see, this definitely shows the old bump there. And it is a really nice design, but it's quite long in the sleeve, and as I said, for me, 5'2", it's really long in the leg, so it depends whether I'll be able to have it taken up. But the actual style of it is really nice. I just don't know if it's a bit jarmery. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if it's a bit too casual. There's something about it I'm not 100% sure of, and I don't know why, but this is a size 8 and I definitely wouldn't need anything bigger because there's lots and lots of room in the actual waistband of the actual trousers, so there's a lot of growing room there, which is really quite nice. But yeah, I don't know, there's something about it that I'm not sold on. I don't know what that is. Like I say, it's a knitted kind of texture. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is really, really nice. It's a lovely set. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe I could just lounge around the house in it, but then I'm like, it's quite expensive just to lounge around the house in. So I don't know, I'm 50-50 on this one, but it is nice. It is a really nice style. It's just, I don't know. Oh, look at that bump. Whew. Yeah, I don't know. Something about it I'm not 100% sold on. So my lovelies, that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed spending the day with us. It's been a bit of a mad one. I find whenever I'm filming and... Oh, come here. Oh, darling. Oh. I was going to say, whenever I find that I'm filming with Oliver, it's just more challenging, shall we say. He gives me a challenge, but I hope you've enjoyed spending the day with us. I hope it's given you some maternity ideas if you are pregnant, and if you are pregnant, I hope your journey is going really, really well. I have got a couple more hauls coming, not necessarily maternity ones, but I've got a few little more hauls up my sleeve. I think one of them is going to be H&M, and then I think I'm going to do another Primark one, more for like holiday vibes. But obviously I will bring you guys along with me when I do. But take care. Bye.